Hey guys, what is going on? It's Johnny Two Thumbs 17 here, bringing you another episode of my Football Manager 2016 Unemployed Start Save. Currently with Stevenage, about to begin a new season. Before we get started, I of course have to do my plug party. Be sure to like and favorite this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as I am trying to reach my first goal of 50 subscribers. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram, be sure to add me. The name on all those sites is Johnny Two Thumbs 17, and as always, you can find those links in the description below. And I must warn you, any cries of despair you hear in the background would be my lovely girlfriend, who's currently trying to beat Battle Block Theater. And she's raging pretty bad. Just keep that between you and me. So before we get started with the new season, I just want to give a quick overview of the club. First, let's look at our transfers. People we let go of. The big names would be Bolger, Campbell-Young, and Schmid. All three of those guys we decided just weren't going to cut it at this level. Actually, Bolger might have, but I want to say he was mad at us. Campbell-Young, we couldn't find a spot for him, and I felt like we needed to upgrade at goalkeeper. We have let a ton of people go on loan, trying to get those work permits and get some of our younger guys some regular playing time. As far as who we brought in, the most important names here are Ryan Alsop, who is going to be our starting goalkeeper, Marco Hartman, who is going to be a starting defender for us. I believe either Potts or Coker. I think it's Potts. We're going to start or have as our starting left back. And Mendocino is going to be one of our starting strikers. We'll go over those guys in a little bit more depth as we take a look at sort of what our starting 11 will be. So let's go ahead and take a look at Alsop. He's going to be our starting goalkeeper. Pretty decent. I don't think he's that great, to be perfectly honest, but I think he is a step up from Schmid. Again, we're just trying to find the right person, really. So it's going to be a bit of trial and error. Mombella, familiar name for those of you who have been following the series. He's going to be one of our starting defenders. He's coming along pretty nicely. You see he's getting super strong. Tackling is increasing, jumping is increasing. Overall, he's becoming a pretty solid player. Marco Hartman is sort of the big defender that we signed this past offseason. Going to be expecting a lot from him just to be a solid kind of presence in the middle of our central defenders. Leland, look at his stats here. Apparently has not been doing very well in training. But he's okay. Unlikely to improve. Doesn't enjoy big matches. We did bring in a lot of guys that were going to kind of be rotating in. As far as our central three go, we brought back Paul Huntington. We brought in Julian Celestine. And I believe there's one more somewhere that we brought in. Oh no, Hartman was the other guy. So we're going to be kind of rotating our central three to kind of figure out, what combination is going to work. We're going to be pulling, the Jurgen Klinsmann, having a different back line all the time till we find one that sticks. As I mentioned, Dan Potts is going to get the start as our left back. Pretty pacey, has good crossing, pretty decent physical stats. I think he should be a pretty good wingback for us. On the other side, we have Tatum, who just continues to impress. He has just been unbelievable over the past few seasons. Do not let this 6 crossing fool you. He puts in some deadly balls and is led, I don't think he led the team in assists last season, but he's among our assist leaders. We have moved, because of all the people that we have loaned out, P-Rack is going to start this season as our deep line playmaker. He's been a super solid performer for us. Still has pretty good physical stats, really good mental stats. He just knows how to impact the game. And with him moving over to the deep line playmaker, that gives Brian Morris the opportunity to step in as our ball-winning midfielder. He's another guy who has just continued to impress. Every time we put him in, he seems to be doing incredibly well. Our advanced playmaker, no surprise here, is Dean Perrette. He has been by far our best player over the last 3 or 4 seasons. He actually set the league record for average rating for Skybet League 1 last season. He has just been an absolute beast for us. Looking at his stats, he doesn't really, nothing really stands out as being amazing, but he's just sort of a complete package, and just, he has a huge impact on the game for us. As our strikers, as I mentioned, we signed Mendocino. I'm liking this guy, especially given how much we struggle to finish. The fact that he has 15 finishing is huge. He has pretty good physical stats, pretty decent mental stats, but really that 15 finishing is what we are looking at as far as what he can contribute to the club. And playing opposite him is going to be Cora, who had a decent season last year, led the team in goals, but I think he was only around maybe 16, 18 goals for the season. As far as our bench goes, as I mentioned before, we're going to be kind of rotating in defenders. People to keep an eye on this season, definitely Chiabi. We're going to look for him. He's 23 years old now. We're going to look for him to sort of start taking that next step in his career. Graham Burke actually sold the most jerseys last season, which was strange because we were using him in sort of a rotation role. This year, we are sort of training him as a central attacking mid, so that we could kind of rotate him in and out with Perrette. A super solid performer. Last season, he kind of ended the season on a huge, strong note, scoring 6 goals over the last 4 games or something like that. I mean, he was just on fire to end the season. Coker is the guy we're going to be rotating in and out. And Brian Smith is with the club for the first time. He was out all last season on loan. Another young fullback that we're going to be trying to develop. And as far as tactics go, we're going to be playing the same systems that we did last season. Sort of our main tactic here is going to be our controlling 5-2-1-2. The only change I made to this tactic is I just told the team to dribble less, just so we kind of get just some more passing among the players. We also have, this will again be our sort of secondary tactic, especially away from home. It's our 5-2-2-1 counter style, and then we do have the 5-4-1 diamond that we may rotate in a little more this season. Last year we didn't use it until we made it to the playoffs, and then we finally started using it. We didn't use this all season, so we may rotate this in a little more this year. So that is a look at the squad. As far as our odds go, we are predicted to finish dead last in the championship. Our odds are 150 to 1. So things aren't looking incredibly well for us, but I do believe that we will avoid relegation. Maybe not by much, but I think that we do have enough quality to stay up in this league. So that's going to do it for this video. Just wanted to do a quick overview of sort of where this team stands at the moment. Once again, I'm Johnny2Thumbs17. Be sure to like and favorite this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram, be sure to add me. The name on all those sites is Johnny2Thumbs17. Until next time, peace.